Alright, so to start off this tutorial, I'm going to be taking the Nivea Post Shave Balm as a primer. I honestly didn't moisturize this day because I was going out to do some stuff and I was trying to get like the longest wear out of my makeup as possible. Next I'm doing the L'Oreal True Match, and I had self-tanner on, so I'm going to be doing this in the N4 today, which I know looks way darker than my actual skin tone, but it actually matched my body pretty well. So I decided to do that, and I'm taking the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. That is dirty because I did not clean it. Yeah, so I'm just taking that all over. I feel like I went really heavy on my foundation today. I'm not sure why. I feel like I made a mistake on the way that I decided to apply this today. Looking back over this, I feel like it's normally not this heavy. Also, please excuse the lighting in this. I decided to try and film this later on in the day and I was all out of natural lighting, so I had to use some fake lighting, and it's making me look really greasy and oily. And it's kind of just weird. I like orange, but whatever, we're gonna work with it. Next, I'm taking Maybelline Fit Me in Sand. I love this concealer, especially when I'm self-tanned, because even if my foundation has a little bit more like of a red or like pink undertone, this has a very yellow undertone, which is like the perfect undertone for when you're self-tanned. I feel like it kind of like offsets maybe if there's any like pinky tones in your complexion. So I'm taking this. I'm also just highlighting some of the places like forehead, nose, you know the drill, obviously, under eyes. I love this concealer. You do have to set it. Obviously, like everyone knows about the Maybelline Fit Me, let's be honest. It's one of the best out there. But it has good consistency. What am I doing? Oh, alright, so now I'm taking, honestly, this is like the oldest powder that I own. It's like just like a very like standard CoverGirl like loose powder, but I'm taking the Morphe E3 brush and I'm just dusting that over where I had put the concealer to set it. And next I'm taking the Morphe M438 and I'm taking the e.l.f. Under Eye Setting powder with this. I love the setting powder. Honestly, I feel like it works better than like most setting powders and contour kits that I use. I'm taking the Cocoa Contour Kit, and I'm just taking the M523 brush with the contour shade, like the more ashy tone, to chisel out my cheeks a little bit. Once again, I feel like the lighting is really weird. It's making my makeup really harsh in this video, which, you know, like I said, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go along, but honestly, it's making this look like super dramatic when honestly in person it looked pretty like not natural, because I mean obviously this is a ton of makeup, but it looked way more not as harsh as it does in this video, and I'm just buffing that out as much as possible. Blend, blend, blend. And then after that, Jesus, alright. Next I took the e.l.f. Angled Blush Brush, and I'm taking the bronzer in that same Cocoa Contour Kit and just adding a little bit of more dimension on top of that. Once again, this looks super freaking harsh, but whatever. It'll look fine in person, I promise. And then I'm going to take the ColourPop Between the Sheets Super Shock Cheek, and I'm taking the e.l.f. Complexion Brush with this and just dabbing that right on the apples of my cheeks. I love this blush. Honestly, this is the most natural, I would say, looking blush. It's like matte, obviously more, but I feel like it stays all day long. Then I'm taking the Laura Mercier Matte Radiant Baked Powder in Highlight 01 with my M501 brush, and just highlighting, obviously, the tops of the cheeks, nose, eyebrow, and the Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the one, I forget the name of it. It's the one in gold. This is one of my favorite primers for my eyes, just because I do a lot of shimmery shadows and I feel like it's not too crazy. Like, it doesn't make them metallic looking, but I feel like it definitely enhances a little bit of the natural shimmer that comes in the shadows that I use a lot, and makes your eyeshadow last all day long. And then I'm taking the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips. I forget which one this is in. I believe it's the lightest one. And I'm taking the second strip down, and I'm just putting that all over my eyes. I like to do this. It's not like, once again, it's not too crazy. It's not like this like metallic sheen of an, like, obviously I think it's supposed to be more of like a cheek highlight, but I love to put this on my eyes because it's not too intense. And then I'm taking the Morphe G24 with milk chocolate from the chocolate bar palette, and just blending that all over the crease a little bit high. I started in the crease and kind of like went above, you know, just basic-ish. And just blending that out as much as possible. And then I took the Morphe M139, and I'm doing the semi-sweet color right there, just kind of more in the corners. And then I took the M433 brush and buffed that kind of, I didn't take any product on there, I just buffed that out. It's a really, really great crease, like, to outer corner buffing brush. It has like the best shape for it. It's like foolproof. And then I took the, this is like an RC Cosmetics, which they honestly don't even name their, if they do name them, it's like on the website, it's not on the brush, but it's just kind of like an angled brush. And I took Triple Fudge, and I just stuck that right on the outside corner of my eyes, to kind of just make it a little bit more dramatic. It's not super, super dark brown, but it's not black, so I feel like it's a little bit less dramatic. And then I just went back in with my, the G24, duh. I went back in with a G24 brush with nothing on it and just buffed all of that out. And then I went in, this is another RC Cosmetics brush. It's just kind of like I probably use like an angled liner brush or something like that. Super flat, and I took that Triple Fudge and put that again on the bottom. And then I'm buffing that back out with the M433 brush with no product on it. A lot of these I like to use them, and then whatever product is left, I just go back in and just buff it out, because, you know, you can never blend too much, let's be honest. And then after that, I took, this is the Sephora Pointed Liner brush, with my L'Oreal Infallible Blackest Black. This brush was actually super new to me. I just bought this like a couple days before. This is probably my favorite eyeliner brush that I've ever tried. It's super, super tiny. Most eyeliner brushes that they sell, like, I don't know, I feel like anywhere, like, I've never been able to find one that is so, so pointed and so tiny. And this just came out. I talked to the lady at Sephora, and she was so sweet about it, and she recommended it to me, and it's honestly an amazing, amazing brush. But it's super new for me still, like, I hadn't tried it yet, so I had to, like, my eyeliner took a little bit longer than normal because I'm still getting used to this brush. Even though it's honestly, like, it's so easy to use. I feel like it's like a foolproof brush. If you use liquid eyeliner and you feel like you have a hard time controlling your brush, get this brush. I'm serious. It's such a great brush. But once again, it took me a little bit longer than normal to do my eyeliner, just because, like, I'm still trying to get used to it. It's a different shape, because it's like a rounded pointed brush, which normally I use more of like a flat pointed brush. So anyway, all that to say, it's a great brush. And it's taking me forever, because like I said, you gotta have that eyeliner perfect, you know what I mean? I'm like, all of my makeup, I can like let little things go with my eyeliner. I am such a perfectionist with, like, I have to have it like to my liking, or otherwise I freaking hate it. Alright, so I just took, again, that RC Cosmetics brush with Triple Fudge, and just kind of like went back and put a little bit in the corners, because I felt like my wings went out further than my eyeshadow did. And now I'm taking the NYX Trejolet Pitch Black, and I'm just waterlining my, what am I saying? I'm lining my waterline, and I'm also going to tight line with it as well. And favorite by all, like the best liner. Like, there's nothing else to say about it. It's amazing. And then I just took white chocolate and put a little bit up on my brow bones. I'm not like a huge like brow bone highlighter, honestly. Like, I'm always, I don't know. I know I'm like the only one. I'm so weird about that, but I'm not a huge, so I like taking like a little bit of a matte color. But this is gonna be the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is like the newer one that they came out with. This wasn't the original. Like, the brush is different than the original one that they came out with, and I'm not crazy about it. It works okay, but I knew I was putting on falsies. I don't know if anyone else is like this. Like, if I'm not wearing falsies, I have to have like my perfect mascara to go along with it. But like, if I know I'm putting on falsies, then I can honestly use whatever, because it's like, no one's seeing them, so who cares? All right, I'm taking in the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and going in and just going over my brows. I I like this pencil okay. I'm not the craziest about it. I feel like I haven't found my like holy grail like brow product. I've tried so many and like they're all like, yeah, I can work with this, like this is fine, but it's nothing like, I don't know. This is good. I don't mind this at all. I definitely use it a lot, but I wouldn't say it's like my favorite by any means. But once again, I don't have a favorite, I would say. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. If I find something new, by all means, I will tell you. But I don't know. I'm just always playing around with my brows. Like that's like one of the things that I like haven't like found like a rhythm to. I feel like I'm always like changing it up, or I'm always like trying to find new products, because like I'm happy with some things, but I'm not like the happiest. And this is also taking forever. Probably because I haven't found my groove. But all right, finally, almost. Alright, and then I'm going in with the Ardell Demi Wispies, and I'm using the Duo Lash Adhesive, and I think it's like the one that dries dark, which I do like because I think that it actually like it sets better on my I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I'm doing like a before lash shot. I feel like it sets better over top of your eyeliner. I feel like sometimes like it might, like other ones leave a little bit of like a like grayish white color, and I feel like this is great. But I will say you have to be more precise with the way that you're putting them on, because say like especially this, like I have a lighter color on my eyes. If you like accidentally go a little bit too above and then you try and move it down, it will like kind of stick and dry black over top of that eyeshadow. So you have to be way more careful about where you're putting them, because it's kind of like if you make a mistake, it can be a huge pain. But once you get the hang of it, I love this. I love this adhesive just because, like I said, I think it dries better and it looks more black instead of, you know, gray or any like weird kind of colors. And then once I have this finished, I'm gonna go in with my, I never know how to, is it Palladio? Palladio? I never know how to say that brand. And I'm going in with, oh, whoops, okay. I'm now putting some lower mascara on my lower lash line with the same Maybelline Lash Sensational. And now I'm going in with the Palladio, however you pronounce that. I need to look it up and just figure it out. But it's just they're a lip liner in natural. And please forgive me, this is honestly the first video I've ever filmed, shot, or edited, so like there's a few shots here where like totally out of focus, so I apologize. I did the best I could, but I'm still getting the trick of things. And after that, I'm putting on the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in Sandstorm. I love this lipstick. I don't know how, like, I don't know. I feel like most liquid lipsticks I've used, it's like they're super, super drying, and I know some people like it because then they like stay on all day, but for me, like it ends up cracking my lips, like almost any one that I've ever tried, and I feel like this NYX, it's like it doesn't dry all the way, so it's going to be more annoying for people that are looking to have that dried, but it moisturizes your lips, I feel, better, and it doesn't dry them out so badly. And this is the finished look. I know this is kind of heavy for like a daytime glam, but honestly, like, I don't know, the places that I work and stuff, like you're supposed to wear, not supposed to, but you can wear more makeup, so I enjoy like kind of like going a little heavier than I would say most people do. So I don't wear this on a daily basis by any means, but I think it's a great look if you're maybe like going out during the day because it's not too dark of colors. And so yeah, it's the finished product. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon.